Hey there, this is Ray with Ray's Guide, and today we're going to be talking about refining processes because they get you all these names here, and it doesn't really make sense which one's which. And so, Ray here is going to sort you out for you which one of these is going to be the right one for you to pick for your situation. Now, you come here, I've got a job already running, but I'm going to pick a new job. Look at my prospector, click on Set Up Work Order here. And it's going to bring up another window for my prospecting. You see, I had a pretty good run here. Got some quartz, some diamonds, some turnout, and not only just one little ditty bit of inert materials. So this is a pretty good run. We're going to refine it now. So one of my biggest choices, first of all, is which to check off. And usually you want to just check off all of them because otherwise it's just sending your stuff out the chute of the refinery out into that big cold cloud of mess. So I got 3,199. So let's start with the Cormac method here. Now, I don't know who Cormac was, but he wasn't all that good a refiner because if you take a look at it, it goes real fast. Must have been a really impatient guy, this Cormac fella. But, and it's not that expensive, 1,341 credits here. Now, these are numbers here. They may not be the numbers wherever you are. You got to get out your own calculator and work it out. But if you don't look, I don't get a whole lot from my quantity, how much a yield I get. In fact, for each one of these quantities, I'm only getting about 2/3 of yield. So I got 1/3 of all my hard-run minerals going out the chute and become part of that big old cloud all around the station. Just if you've forgotten, the Grange points 1, 2, and 3 don't naturally collect stuff. That's all that stuff you're seeing out there in that cloud. That's all wasted mining process, poop and piss. And I'm not going to want to add a little of it. Now, next one here is pyroclastic analysis. Now, if you take a look at this one, we're getting really good yields. We're getting about 95% of everything that's here I get into my hole. Now, this is really good. Not getting yourself 95%. But look, I'm giving that refinery boss a whole lot of my money, 4,024 versus only about a third of that, and it's going to take me a little while. It's going to take me 5 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm getting high yield refining, but I'm not getting very cheap refining, and I'm not getting necessarily all that fast refining. So I don't know unless I've got something very valuable that I need in a hurry, I'm not going to be choosing this one. So the next choice is going to be the Gaskin process. Again, I don't know who Gaskin was, but if you take a look here, I'm only getting middling yields. I'm only getting about 80%, not the 95% I was getting just a moment ago. And I'm paying the same big old price. I'm still giving the refinery guy 4,024 of my hard-earned credits. But I'm going to get it fast. I'm going to give him my money real fast. It's only an hour, 20 minutes, but still way longer than the 40 minutes of the first process we were looking at. So this is getting us expensive and fast, but not very good on the high yield. Again, I don't really know when you would pick this one. Now, the next one is electrostereolysis. We'll take a look at the numbers here. And the numbers here are also getting me about 80%. Give me about 80%, and that's it. And now I'm getting here at the low price of what the first one called me, the Cormac process, and I'm getting kind of fast. So this is kind of a middling process. It ain't really high yield, it ain't really expensive, and it ain't really fast. So it's like you're getting just a little bit of all of it. But again, it isn't what you want to look for if you're trying to maximize your profits, because you're not getting that good a yield. Too much of your stuff is flying out the chute of the refinery, and you're giving a fair more than you have to give to the refinery boss. Now, brings us to the last one here, the Dinyx Sublimation. Now, let's take a look at this one. This is our really good one. Look at how little it costs us. It only costs us $670. That's half of even the cheapest of all the others, and it's getting us that great 95% yield. Again, these are just the numbers here. You have to crunch your own numbers. Now, in case you hadn't guessed what's going to happen here, you get it on the third one. So looking at here, it's going to be 8 hours to pick this up. Let me tell you, that 8 hours, you don't believe it. This one job that's going on just to the right of it, you can see it still has 17 hours, and it's halfway done. So I've seen these jobs take days to go. But remember, this isn't a race. This is getting the most money in your behold and the least money to the refinery boss. Again, my grandpappy told me, show me a wealthy miner and I will show you a patient man. So this is the one you want to pick, unless in some special circumstance, I can't really even be sure what it is, you got your pants on fire and you're willing to give up your money in order to get your refinery goods in your hole just that much faster. But ain't going to serve you well in the long run. So this is the one you usually want to pick. You just be patient. It takes patience to find the right rock. It takes patience to use your mining lasers rather than just throwing all your money at additionals and additives. So I'm going to do by comparison, I'll bring up the electrostereolysis. I'll take a little hit on this one. So this one's going to take me 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it's going to cost me about twice of what the Dinyx would have cost me. So we'll take a click here and we'll say to go ahead and confirm it. Now we see it popping up here. My Dinyx sublimation is on the left, and the electrostereolysis is on the right. You can see how much faster that yield is taking up. It's taking up, those are going like bloom, 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 bloom. But that's also what the number you're seeing is my money going to the refinery boss, and my extra 15% or so of my yield going out the chute of the refinery. Because they ain't what you want. So this is what should be a lesson for today. Be a patient miner and you'll be a wealthy miner. Use Dinyx sublimation unless, I don't know, you want to be able to get one last job into your Caterpillar before you're headed off to who knows where to sell all this stuff. But you usually want to use that long process and be patient. And I'll hang around there and I'll see you in the verse, as they always say. This is Ray with Ray's Guide, signing off.